Welcome to SithTalk, brought to you by Gattacara and Lanyard, bringing you news from Star Wars The Old Republic and beyond. Join us now as we explore the universe and take down the Republic in a galaxy not so far away. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of SithTalk, brought to you by viewers like you. This week we'd like to thank Michael Richards and Ken Welsh for their generous contributions. Definitely helps us out in the long run. Also helps us keep the streams paid for no matter what happens. So we definitely want to thank you for that. And obviously, give you another great episode. This week we do have a fair amount of news as far as the public test realm is going, and the overall patch notes, as well as a fond farewell to another BioWare executive, as well as a little bit of information as far as what's going on in my sphere as far as SWTOR is concerned, and my live streaming, of course. And then, of course, Lanyard is excited because he actually gets some SWTOR time.
Yay! Thank you, Dad.
Well, to me, because of viewers like you.
Well, I want to jump in here and just apologize. For some reason, I'm having choppy issues. I just cut the intro short because it just was not playing, so we just went straight to you. And every now and then I stop. So it could be the fact that I'm running everything at once. But while you talk, I'm going to see if I can shut a few things off and hopefully not screw us up.
Oh, no worries. So this week, I've been telling you guys a lot that, we had Audible as a sponsor. And since we've seen no traction from there, we went back to the well, doing the podcast PBS style. So from here on out, the only way and the best way to support us is by hitting the donate button on our Podomatic sites, that being for Name in Progress or SithTalk. Another great way, I guess you could say, is if you're checking out our White Sword channel, and I believe our SithTalk channel on YouTube are both directly linked to White Sword, so he's able to push the contributions you give him back to the podcast's actual donation box. So either way that works, and we want to thank you in advance for any contributions that you make. We have actually seen a fair amount of traction, being that we've had quite a bit of downtime between shows, based on our increased recording schedule for Name in Progress. We're actually seeing closer to 2,500 downloads a week, so I want to thank you guys for that. Definitely shows us a hell of a lot of support. There's one thing, and hopefully my dog won't go completely ape shit while I show you guys. I've talked about this thing for, I don't know, every episode since Kevin initially did his video. This is the Book of the Sith Holocron. I don't have the book in here. My wife still reads through it from time to time. But I want to give you guys a look at it and see what you think. For those of you listening, give it a listen. That's all I can say. And obviously, as you can see in here, little mementos from the book, from the Sith and the Republic. Give me a second, I'll try to remember how to open this shit. There's a little lightsaber crystal, or what's supposed to be a lightsaber crystal inside. And it comes with, there it goes. Put it up to the camera so people can see. A little amulet in there. Oh, pretty cool item. If I remember correctly, this is supposed to be able to help you find the direction of people who are powered in the Force.
So it's like a compass?
Obviously, it doesn't work in real life. And there's also cool mementos all the way through the Book of the Sith, whether it's a swatch of paper or something of that nature. I'll close this thing up real quick. Kevin says it reminds him more of the sound of like a TARDIS, which I really can't argue with. Definitely does sound very similar. Luckily, this time my dog's not whimpering, so that's a major plus. I actually bought it for about $100 before we started recording SithTalk because I was so enamored with the idea of the game and so enamored with learning more about the game as we went into it. I had to go and buy that. Came in a enormous black box, but it's really cool because not only does it have the tenements of the Sith as far as rituals, but it also carries a small amount of stories as far as the lore behind the Sith, as well as odd annotations from Jedi and Sith alike throughout the book, which is really cool. And they still go for about $100, $150 on Amazon. You can find them more expensive, sometimes less expensive if you're really lucky. That's a collector's edition. I was going to actually at one point get the collector's edition of the Book of the Jedi, but yeah, no, fuck that. It's entirely too expensive for what you get. It's supposed to be wrapped in a linen cloth that was a Jedi robe. Yeah. Not, so, yeah, not going to do it. But otherwise, I got an Avir Media streaming card or a video capture card that was supposed to help me be able to stream with less stress on my computer. Unfortunately, not really the case. I was testing using it as just a hardware encoder, and last night's video for what was I playing last night?
Was it 1, 2, 3, whatever?
No, I didn't actually do 1, 2, 3. Drop that beat like an ugly baby. I did another video for one of the racing games I just bought, and the video footage from my computer just streaming and running at 100% actually came out slightly better than my video that I was streaming running off the Avir Media card. So I'm still going to have to check into why I'm having so many problems with the card since all the drivers are up to date. And if I can't, then I wasted $200. But nonetheless,
you can always send it to me.
I have been. I am going to try to start streaming a little bit more often. Specifically now that I have my full account paid up for 6 months, as well as my free-to-play account. I'm going to try to play 1 day a week on my paid account and 1 day a week, probably Sunday nights. Now that I have a basic idea what's going on with why my stream sucks so much. And I'm going to try to keep tabs on the stream using my second monitor. Hopefully that works out. It's because it's been a lot of fun. I started a character from scratch and started leveling it up as lightning only. She got to level 10 the last time I streamed with her. I don't know how far I'll be able to get in the second night, but all those videos are up on Twitch, as well as a few additional videos that I've shot over the last couple of weeks under my Datacar label. So it's twitch.tv hashtag Datacar if you guys want to check that out. Also, if you're signed up on my Twitter, you can get about 1,000 Twitch announcements on a standard week. My Facebook page looks like spam because every time I sign in or sign out of Twitch testing the stream, it notifies people, which is interesting. It's definitely bolstering my Twit numbers, but not a great idea.
It's a little spam, Hey.
Yeah. A little spam's good, especially if you got some eggs, a little bread.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, some fried spam.
Yeah. Now I'm making Lanyard hungry. But, I've been playing a lot, and I don't see any decline as far as the numbers go. I did hear, and I want to say it was probably from Transfer, that the EU servers are apparently five shards deep on a regular basis. So I'm thinking about giving that a shot. Recreating the sort that I did that Saturday and doing it on an EU server. Granted, I play in the middle of the night, so much as we suspected, there's a good chance that my middle of the night would be perfect for playing on an EU server, given that they're 3 to 5 hours ahead of me.
Well, find out which one. Who is that? We have a follower, and I'm blanking on his name. He's a UK guy.
Well, I thought Transfer was. Transfer is in the UK, but he plays on our server. But he started an account. He originally had his account on the EU server.
Okay.
And he had some buddies, some mates that were playing with him for a bit, and then had stopped, or had thought about playing, and then stopped because they couldn't afford to play. And then when it went free to play, his buddies started playing up again. So there's a good chance that he's the one you're thinking of. But he's also got buddies apparently that are playing on our Boulder Dash guild, with our Boulder Dash guild on the Party of the Five server.
Cool.
Prophecy of the Five. Damn, that's gonna be hard to forget. Oh, and the wife is back in.
Nice.
Not necessarily on our server, but she started one on the Harbinger server, which I was confused by because she chose to play on another PvP server, yet not Prophecy.
Isn't Harbinger?
But I do kind of understand to an extent.
West Coast.
Harbinger's West Coast.
Weird.
But yeah, she's been playing on that character. She's been playing on there. I want to say she said she started an Imperial Agent, and she's having fun doing that. So definitely cool items there. I'm trying to think. I haven't like I said, I've been really busy. I had a death in the family recently that I've been coping with. So within the last week, I've been 100% down.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out this thing with learning how to be able to stream to our community with better resolution. To be honest, if you watch my stream and you don't go full screen mode, then it looks somewhat decent, fine even, possibly good. But once you go to full screen, you see the texture degradation, and that really shits on my stream. But we'll be streaming tonight, as a matter of fact. Now, one thing I will tell you is I may or may not be watching my Twitch stream while I'm streaming, depending on what I'm doing in the game. I do keep the second screen going with my actual Twitch channel so that I can watch that. Well, with so many other things running in the background, my dog scratching or whimpering from time to time, I do have AFK screens so that if I need to, I can use that. But I have been posting a ton more videos. As I've told people on our Name and Progress podcast, I have been doing a challenge that Kevin failed to do on his account, which is the 30 Days of Games challenge. It's kind of an old idea. When you were new to YouTube, the idea was that you want to post as many videos as you could to ensure more traction to your account. And the 30 Games challenge was really a great way to drum up additional viewers. So I've got many games on there. If you guys want to keep up with my movements, you are welcome to subscribe to me on there or on any one of my other various channels. Just look up Danikar. You will find me pretty much all the time. So I have to check my Facebook. I just got an announcement from my mother.
Well, I'm this level 50 just asked me if I wanted to do S-list, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll happy. And he's like, okay, we'll find 2 other people. I'm like, just run me through, you bastard.
Wow, you get a little Irish in there for a second. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, while you're checking Mama's text, I went ahead and started a new character myself on Party of the Five. And I started a smuggler because I didn't have I haven't leveled a smuggler or a agent past like level 20. So I said, okay, screw it, I'm going to do this. So I made a new tune. I went and spent all my cartel coins so I could get a blue smuggler. So I have a Chiss smuggler. And her name is Narconia. And she's 11. And I bought some other cartel stuff. Let's see. And I got classic forward recon chest plate, classic forward recon gloves, and covert wrist energy armor out of the boxes, which look horrible. Let me throw those because she's a smuggler, right? And if I put those on, yeah, they're already bound, so I've already. It's trooper gear. I mean, it's the green trooper gear that you get from like a quest reward when you're a trooper.
I thought there was there's a green PvP armor too.
Yeah, but it's not.
I want to say it's one of the beginning ones.
Yeah, it's not even PvP armor. I mean, it's very basic chest piece, some little shoulder pads. I mean, it's pathetic. And then the gloves are even worse. They're like black rubber doctor's gloves, you know, like the ones you put on for surgery. They fit really, really tight, and they're black, and that's it. And I'm like, that's really lame ass. So I'm like, this is what comes out of the. I spent cartel coins on that. I did get a couple. Excuse me. I got a couple experience boost, which was nice, because I went ahead and bought the packs before, just as I left the. And people are familiar with the smuggler storyline. As soon as I left the hangar for the first time, and you walk out, and there's the mailbox right there, and I got my titles and my pets and all my mounts that I've already had that I've gotten over the time, and went ahead and bought, like I said, I bought the chiss, and then I bought the couple of those boxes. And in one of the boxes, I got on the very first drop, I got the Shadow Hands Command Throne. So I've got a little chair I can.
Son of a bitch.
The very first drop, I was like, score. Actually, no, that box came with two mounts. It came with the throne and the Longspur Staff Executive, which looks which is
terrible.
Yeah, it's just gold. You know, it kind of looks like something you would have bought on Voss. It's still pretty cool. It's a free mount, right? Okay, so got those, and I was like, cool, you know, I'll put the gear on, and fuck that, it's ugly. So I'll probably give it to what's his face over here, Carso, as soon as I get some stuff I can stick in him, and then got her to 11. She's on the ship now, and of course I'm queued up and waiting again for S-less. And then I went and made her a hubby. So I went ahead and made a Imperial Agent. And after about an hour and a half of trying every name I could come up with, I finally got a name, and his name is Paps, as in Paps Blue Ribbon. And
your character PBR.
Yeah, well, it's Paps, but it's spelled wrong. It's Pabts instead of ST, because I spelled it wrong and hit enter, and it took it. I was like, score, and then I realized I spelled it wrong. So if I spelled it right, it wouldn't have took it. But whatever. And he's a big, what are the gray guys? The Ricky Tiki Takis.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of those, and I made him body type 4, bald head, of course, big fat fucker.
So you made him after me, okay.
Yeah, except for he's gray, and you don't have triangles on your head. But
thinking about it.
and then I got him the classic spy outfit that's the gray, like what Lanyard has, because they sent me another in the mailbox for some fucking reason. So I was like, cool, and I sent it to him. So, and he's at like level 3. I mean, I really literally did nothing with him. Just listened to his cute little British voice, and that's it. Yeah.
Cute little British voice.
Yeah. So that's all I've been doing on SWTOR since I got SWTOR back. So I'm gonna be checking my fundage this weekend when I get paid and see if I can afford me the pod racer. It's so cool.
Yeah, speaking of that, before the show I was trying to update my account. Like I said, I haven't logged into SWTOR at all since I got the Advere card, because I've been trying to figure out why my stream looks so shitty. But I told the wife, I was like, well, I'm going to play some SWTOR tonight, and I was kind of hoping to get some cartel coins. So I want people to realize that not only am I playing a free account, I also paid for 6 months of my main account.
Nice.
And 2 months of my wife's account, and 2 months of Lanyard's account. And I bought $25 in fucking cartel coins. So it's not like a subscriber doesn't put in his fair share of bucks.
And of course, they're going to be eating ramen the rest of the week, but goddammit, he's going to be able to play.
No, we've got good dinners scheduled so far.
Oh, cool. Good. I was just teasing.
Luckily, I think well ahead.
I was teasing on that. It's not like you're going to be eating the dog's Alpo or the dog.
No. Although I did see a really funny thing, and I'm bringing it up. It's off topic, but I'm bringing it up anyway. I had a buddy who posted what apparently his friends supposedly did. They were at a Walmart, and a guy was sitting there in line with a bag of Alpo, and the woman asked if he had a dog, and he said no. Trying this cool new Alpo diet. She goes, what? He goes, yeah, last time I was on it, I lost a ton of weight. I ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks, but I lost a ton of weight. It's fantastic. Every time you think about eating, you just pop a piece of Alpo in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it.
And he said he tried not to burst out into tears laughing. The guy behind the woman that was so incredulously stupid actually was...
Really? Did that work?
Was laughing ridiculously.
Yes.
I can't imagine anyone at Walmart believing this story.
I actually, for a gag, a roommate of mine when I was in my 20s bought a can of the Alpo gravy and beef, the big chunks, the big blocks.
Yeah.
And it comes in a brown gravy. And I bought some of those white flat noodles that are kind of curly and made stroganoff. He said it was a bit salty.
Oh God! Well, when I worked at PetSmart, they told me one time that
it said real meat on the can, so okay.
Well, according to the training at PetSmart, at the end of the world, if you absolutely had no human food left to eat, that canned dog food would be the best possible option.
Canned, not dried. That dried stuff will kill you. It barely keeps your dogs alive.
But he told me that because they put what's called aspic in cats' food, because cats don't have the same digestive tract as dogs or humans, and they need something additional to help them digest the food. Hence why cats vomit so much, and dogs will eat their own vomit.
Yeah. Well.
But nonetheless, I was Lanyard had told me that our buddy
back to the show.
Back to what matters, Star Wars, fun derivation there, or a fun diversion there. That our buddy Trancer is actually launching his own gaming, multi-gaming podcast. So kudos to him. I look forward to tuning in.
Yep.
You'll have to give me a URL link because I couldn't find one before the show.
The URL, it's on the. There's Trancer there. It's the name of the show is Looking for the number More, MOAR. One word, and you can find that on Twitter at Looking for More.
So more than likely, Looking for More on YouTube or on the internet in general will probably proc it. Presumably it's a UK cast, so you get all those sexy voices talking about games and how the developers are twats. Well, I mean, it's twat and fuck are like the two most commonly used words I've ever seen in all of Cockney television. So, I played on this guy, and he's such a twat.
Yeah, right?
Oh, God, let me bash my transfer on that one. Actually, he sent me something with, like, a plural of twit being twat. Whatever. But he started his own show. And we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in on Name in Progress. We're really proud of that one. Though we do tend to go off the rails, as my co-hosts have noted from time to time.
That's what we're supposed to do.
But it is a multi-gaming cast. And it's actually really cool because it gives us a break from doing the SithTalk show and gives us time to play some of our other games and encourages us to, so that when we get back to Star Wars, we enjoy it so much more. I myself, when I do log into SWTOR, at least while I'm playing characters that are still in storylines, still feel very, into the moment. With my new character, I named her OBGY Dead.
Nice.
Started her out on Korriban, obviously, training, and she's going through being an utter bitch. Nice. And I'm playing her pure evil. Like, when I played Naga, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to be between, at that point. I was like, well, I kind of want to be good, but I kind of want to be bad, and I'm not really sure. But with this one, I had fun. I shocked the shit out of the guy. I gave him no end of suffering when torturing the captive.
Nice.
I was a total bitch to the Jedi, and I kept threatening my trainer's life. Did run into a lot of cool people while on the planet. One guy, he kind of was like running around sporadically, so like I didn't know what mission he was on, and ended up helping him do one of the heroics. that I was looking for people. I was hoping to get into a group for on Korriban. Got all the way through, and because I had done most of the missions prior, it was a lot easier to go in and know where I could go in and stop and then come back in to make sure that I got through pretty good.
Hold up.
Well, so look at this. Brutus is playing Rome Total War again.
Trancer's a chick.
Yeah.
Well, his retrancer. I didn't know that. And he's going to be listening to this show right now. And so, yes, wave. Because he's on the screen right now. He's a green chick, and he looks identical to me, except for I'm blue. That's funny.
I did see on our Facebook site someone had posted that he wanted covert pants to be purchasable on the cartel market because he wanted to be able to take down Kepis in his underwear, which I thought was pretty funny.
Right.
Let's go out to the undie-dundies. Although I do have to admit, the covert set is kind of fucking retarded.
It is. It's like the stupidest
it's a gear set that.
I mean, the only thing I think it would be cool is like if you're a buff dude, right, and you want to run around without your shirt on.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's silly.
I mean, they could have, and this is completely, not PG, but they could have given it so that instead of having your fake underwear on, that it was just complete flat color. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't have to give nipple textures or anything crazy like that. Well, that would have been hilarious. We would have had, Societies meets SWTOR, which would have been kind of interesting.
Right.
Or whatever that other, Second Life.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
SWTOR. What's wrong?
Second Life. I was saying that's a terrible game.
Yeah, it is, but that's okay. Now, this week we do not have anything from Brutus. Obviously, Brutus is playing Total War right now, probably taking a break, because I know him and his raid team were pushing really hard, and he was getting kind of frustrated. So obviously he's taking a much-needed break from Star Wars. The wife, oddly enough, was supposed to record for this week, but sadly she was sick, and though she could barely get through stuttering, sometimes reading the book, this week she is choking half to death, so she declined to record for me in the hopes that she can get better and record for us next week. So I look forward to hearing her then.
Cool.
But we do have a small amount of news. We've got a PTS, an update from the PTS patches, as well as the patch that dropped on the 27th with a fair amount of news, and we want to let you guys know. So when Lanyard is ready, we'll queue up the news. Here's your galactic news. Look what you missed while you were sleeping. All right, so as far as the patch goes, we had a patch 1.7.1. I didn't see any other announcements of any upcoming or additional patching this week, although who knows, it might come. At least I didn't see it when I logged in. Obviously, all of the most of the sale items are back at their proper cost. However, they have changed some prices as well. That being some of the cartel packs being anywhere from 5 to 10% off. Still not a great discount, but I mean, with 5 different cartel packs now to choose from, it's kind of hard to decide which one to get in the first place. I say put your coins really into the Crime Lords and the Space Pirates, because those are the two newest, and are more than likely going to have some of the coolest, newest mounts, possibly even the Skip Tracers. I still want to try to get the Meditation Throne. What I might do is jump on my...
You know this one?
I'll look at the video you did. You seriously got the one with the cubes?
No, I didn't get the one with the cubes. That's
okay.
I got the
Overlords.
The Overlords, which is funny because here I am running around on
the Porta-John.
I'm on the Republic fleet running around on a Sith throne, which makes no damn sense at all. But whatever.
It's Porta-Toilet. It's okay. Let's see. Trying to look here. It says as far as new items, there's a gold Skillian armor that is available in the for adaptive gear at any class at level 1 for $14.44. Can you pull? Do you have that one up there? Are you busy over there?
Nope, not busy. What do you want to look at?
There's supposed to be a gold Skillion armor.
Yeah, the gold Skillion armor is right here. It's fucking dope looking, man. It is cool. It is cool looking. Let's see if I can go ahead and dress up in the gold Skillion and give you guys a preview. Boots, gloves. It's really cool. It's expensive as all get out, but it is a cool looking outfit. I can't think of what it looks like, in comparison to anything else. I believe there is a scaling armor. This just happens to be gold, so it's got that Tron look to it,
Sure.
But yeah, it looks really good, and I hope this is showing up on the screen.
Okay.
It's got the goggles on the forehead. Okay, big goggles on the forehead. Let's spin around. Full face mask with the two glowing eyes and antenna sticking up the side. Pretty cool looking armor set. The back has like it's got the little round cantina at the waist, and it looks like it might have some shell rounds up along the backbone with a skid plate along between your shoulder blades. The pants just kind of match it. They're nothing really special, but it looks really, really good. I like it, and they want it for $14.44. $14,440.
Players can now purchase hyper crates containing 24 of either Crime Lords or Blockade Runner cartel packs, discounted 15% for a limited time, with the cost of 7,344 coins.
Right.
So holy fuck.
Yeah, the Hypercrate Crime Lords cartel, the Blockade Runners cartel times 24 is 73.44, 15% off. The Hypercrate Skip Tracers cartel pack is 25% off for 64.80, and the Space Pirates cartel pack is 73.44 as well for 15% off.
So I mean, not bad. I mean, especially if you're buying in bulk. Granted, at that price, you're spending about $50-$60. So God bless you.
Yeah, hope like hell you get everything that's you're allowed to get. Because my luck, I'd get 24 things of the same damn pair of gloves.
I'd end up getting banners.
Yeah, right.
And
something
like
completely
boosts.
fucking useless. Yeah, a bunch of see-through pants.
And it looks like they've pretty much come close to dropping the price about 10 to 20 or 25% on just about every legacy and global unlock. So that's definitely a nice cost saver.
Yep.
They've discounted gear between 25 and 40% off. So another great decrease in price. Other items, the newcomers bundle is now discounted 60% off, which is ridiculously good. And it is more encouraging for newcomers to the game or free-to players to go ahead and chip off $4 or $5 to the system just so that they can get the newcomers bundle if they're not coming back to the game with 60s with or 50s with a fair amount of cash. Of course, the expired discounts is the Blockade Runner pack no longer 5% off, and the authorization for artifact item for accounts and character are back up to full price. A major XP boost are no longer discounted, and the carbonate chamber no longer discounted, and the experimental flight suit is no longer 50% off.
I was just flipping through here for the unlocks. The class race unlocks, are really inexpensive right now. 10% off for $540. And if you were to do that, you could get everything unlocked for those guys. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And I mean, that's definitely a plus. That was one of the big problems I had was I thought for sure now that, I would be able to get certain races. I was really hoping more than just, human and or apparently, what is it? It's not Rataki. It's
Zabrak.
Zabrak, yeah. Because I had to make mine a Zabrak. And the funny thing was, like, there's the Sith Zabrak and then there's the regular Zabrak. But the way it works, when you're a free-to-player, is you just see one Zabrak. You know, you one or the other, none of the others. And because of the skin tonal change, I was able to make her look like a Republic side.
Yeah, cool.
So she should be a firm color of white and black by the time I'm done with her. Let's see, other items. Under General, it says the preferred access bundle description will now properly indicate that the customization control is to display the legacy title as well as the legacy name. So if you were using it as a last name, as well as or you were looking to use it as just the title, like mine have the Dedekar Legacy, you'll have that. Or if you want to use it as your last name, Rakat Dedekar, which sounds really stupid, but whatever. It's my legacy. I'll do what I want to.
I do what I want.
It's my legacy. I do what I want to. Players who previously purchased the global convenience unlocks for improved priority transport, personal starship, will find them removed from all characters and will need to contact customer support to have the unlocks restored. Players who are unable to submit an in-game ticket, please submit an email to support@swotor.com.
Okay. All right.
Free-to-players don't have the right to do so.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't open an in-game ticket as a free-to-player because they don't want to bog down the system.
That's right. We don't want to talk to you free-to-players. Listen to you complain about, I can't do anything.
It's $9.99 a minute, and
yeah, right. Yeah, you can talk to customer support if you just give us 5,500 cartel coins.
Yeah. Let's see. It says under General, players will no longer be prevented from logging into the game if they had a large number of classic version items refunded with Game Update 1.7.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that why
classic game items, possibly the cartel coins that you were talking about.
Is that why I got the different outfit then?
Maybe.
Because I bought the Spy Masters, whatever it was, right, for lanyard. It was that gray outfit. And then yesterday when I logged in, there was a thing in the mail and it says, because you bought this blah 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 blah, we're giving you the classic version. And I looked and I was like, well, I don't notice the difference, but there's one difference. One difference. There's on the one that Lanyard's wearing now, he's got like a pouch on his chest piece. Okay, it's just a big black pouch on his chest piece. The other one, no pouch. That's the difference. and then it gave me a set of gloves, which was the Spy Master gloves because I got the Spy Master gloves. Right. And the ones I was wearing had like an extra arm piece that came up here, kind of like looks like that's where he keeps all his stuff for his bounty hunter shit. And then I switched out and I looked at the other gloves, and it was the same gloves, had the red right here, gray, but there was no piece here.
So no.
But only on the one arm. The other arm's normal. This one's just got where like he's got the extra stuff on it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now I've got the Spy Master's chest piece, Spy Master's gloves, and the classic Spy Masters and the classic Spy Master gloves. I just sent the Spy Master shit to my new PAPS player, and it's like, because I wasn't bound either, so I can send it to whoever I want. So I was like, cool. So I'm like, all right, I just gotta figure out who the hell.
Let's see other items. It says players will now correctly be taken to the character selection screen or server selection screen upon disconnect rather than becoming stuck at the loading screen. So that's kind of a plus. Let's see, Group Finder. Group Finder role selections will no longer work incorrectly if a player in your vicinity gains their advanced class. Well, that is a hell of an odd bug. So if someone just getting to the ship runs by you and is choosing their advanced class, you could have been queued for a role other than what you queued for because the person in your vicinity finally
that would have been kind of cool. I'm a commando. I want to pick, or I'm a trooper. I can't decide if I want commando or a vanguard. Jedi runs by. I think I'll be a Jedi Knight. I think I'll pick this one. That would be fucked up.
There's a superpower, giving someone else
super commando that can wield a lightsaber. Awesome.
Let's see. Items and economy. It says repair costs are for modifiable gear will be calculated based on the equipped mods. All repair costs have been reduced by 25% until game update 2.0.
Hey, that's handy.
Well, yes, yeah, but it sounds like they balanced themselves. Think about it. The repair cost of modifiable gear will now be calculated based on the mods.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
By the way, all repair costs 50% off. That's balancing, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, so equipment from the GRE event will now preview properly. Oh, that's good, because I'm going to check that out tonight.
I'm still having preview problems with some shit. I went to preview Corso's Phase 8, where you can change his body and, those little things. And all I had was his feet. Just like his ankles and bare feet. That was all it would show on the preview screen. I'm like, really? I mean, Corso 8 has been in here since game start. What the hell is this not working for? Anyways.
Let's see. But it'll preview properly when accessed via links in chat or in your inventory window. So that's good. Hate to buy something, try to put it on. It doesn't work right. It says in missions and NPCs, during some phased mission conversations, the cutscene conversation, dialogue, or action will no longer incorrectly stop progressing. So apparently, people were just randomly getting stopped.
Did you not send me a subscriber card?
Yes.
And am I not a subscriber now?
Yes.
I opened up my crew management, and it tells me that I have to use cartel coins to open my third thing. And I hover over that, and it says, subscribers have 3 active crew skill slots. Click here to unlock the additional crew skill slot. Is this the email thing that they were talking about?
Okay, so here's the funny thing about that. I saw a post on the forums, okay? And not funny, haha, funny like what the fuck. Okay, so if you're a subscriber and you don't use a credit card to activate your account, or you don't have an active credit card on your account, and you add a sub card to your account, you get the privileges of basically being a super premium member, as opposed to being a subscriber, which is what you are for 2 months at least. Yeah, it makes no sense. GG, EA, GG. At this point, I'm saying, good gag, you fuckers. Yeah, it kind of chafes your ass. It's alright, I'm paid. Just let me know what mods you need, and I'll take care of it.
My scavenging's at 400. I need metal.
You need metal? Oh, I'm sure I've got some stowed away somewhere. If not, I've got like 15 accounts that can go and run out and get the shit for you.
That is absolute bullshit. I mean, that is absolute fucking bullshit.
Well, it doesn't make sense. What about, if you've got a kid, or you're not credit card inclined?
Right.
I understand that thousands of people have them, but some don't. Why give a subscription card if you're not going to count it that way?
Right. Why buy a sub card?
Sounds like someone's opening a ticket.
Get all the sub shit.
Type in benefits. Shit's just rude.
Oh, this is trade chat. They don't care.
It says, general, it says, world missions, Belsavis, Section X, the March of the Dread Guard, Trandoshan prisoner, and Grimorian leaders will now respawn as intended. Apparently they were having some respawn issues. Under class missions, it says, Bounty Hunter, catching Z's, the Nebula security officer and security droids will now spawn as intended when players enter the Nebula communications phase in the upper industrial sector. Always good. Under PvP, it says Ancient Hypergates. Players will now be able to interact with the pylons a few seconds after the explosion rather than directly after. So it'll encourage you not to just sit there, running out and clicking on pylons immediately. Give you a little bit more time to run over there. Let's see, hut ball. Players will no longer be able to pass the hut ball into the side shelf area of the arena, which I don't understand, so we'll keep moving. Under Space Combat, Regnant Station Assault, the mission will now grant the proper amount of credits upon completion. Apparently people were getting short-changed. Under the UI items, it says here that, in general, it says rearrange the order of several commendation types on the currency tab of the inventory window. Your gear lockbox descriptions will now indicate the type of gear inside. Added images to the Galactic Reputation description windows. When selling back Gray Helix items, the chat window will now properly correct the amount refunded. So apparently it was telling you one thing and you were getting another. Using extended quick bars will no longer prevent players from properly switching their primary quick bar to enable others.
An anal what?
Enable others.
Oh, enable.
Apparently the primary quick bar would actually change when you were trying to adjust all your other quick bars.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see, under Galactic Trade, it says the numeric search terms are now allowed with no length restrictions. Non-numeric terms still must be at least 3 characters long, and each search must contain at least 1 non-numeric term. Okay. Added a companion customization subcategory to the cartel market, those being the random skins that you can now sell for your companions in case you found one on another planet and it's a bounty, you can then sell it. And you can find it more easily. Sorting, it says using the inventory sort feature while any items are currently being used in another window, such as the mail, GTN, or trade, will no longer cause items to be destroyed from your inventory. Well, thank God for not breaking my shit while it was in my bags. The compact sort option will no longer compacting items from multiple cargo hold tabs instead of selected cargo hold tabs. I don't know why we have to have a compact sort, but whatever. And under miscellaneous bug fixes, by far my favorite always, players will no longer lose access to purchased speeder piloting ranks when switching from subscriber to preferred status. Preferred status, of course, being what you get if you don't subscribe but have bought the game or cartel coins.
They have a live agent chat button on the ticket box. I never noticed before.
Live Asian chat?
Live Asian chat, yes.
Hello.
Maybe that's why your wife's on the West Coast server. She's doing the Asian chat. I need more movies.
These movies.
No, agent chat.
Oh, agent. Whoops. Wow, totally wrong one. Let's see. Somebody asked where he got his mount from. This is actually a really cool mount. It's on. It's one of the pictures linked by SWTOR Strategies from the PTS. It looks really bitchin'. I'm going to double check the EULA and see if I can live stream. It is a public test realm, so I don't think there's any reason I couldn't possibly stream it. But it's actually really cool. Basic kind of speeder, but it has a little spray paint of shark's teeth with red and black and some awesome jets on the ass end of it. Definitely cool. You can see a couple people just completely ignoring him. Interestingly, he must be a Dark 5 Sork of sorts, and he's shirtless.
Oh.
So kudos to him. Under the patch notes, of course, we have patch notes for the PTS. Now, I'm not going to go over all of them, as I tend to get bored reading through them. Needless to say, you can hit them up on the SWTOR strategy site, possibly even Darth Vader's site, and of course, you can get them from Star Wars if you like. I actually enjoy checking them out on other websites because they tend to have cool little side notes occasionally. So I'm going to skip past all the Clash stuff because there's a ton of it, and just hit some of the lower stuff here. Let me go back up. I do apologize. There we go. Under flashpoints and operations in general, it says daily and weekly flashpoint and operations have had their commendation rewards updated to the new and correct values of classic, basic, elite, or ultimate commendations. Obviously, with more and more reputations coming into play in the game, they have to reassign the basic like zones or types, they want to call them.
Yeah.
A lot of World of Warcraft players will remember that we've had justice points, we've had coins for every conceivable fucking group on the fucking planet of Azeroth.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it got outrageous after a while.
Never mind,
hopefully,
I figured it out.
We won't have to worry about that so much in SWTOR, but I see it slowly trickling in. Let's see, it says other things under flashpoints. It says general, decrease the amount of black hole items that drop in classic hard mode flashpoints. So you won't be able to, your classic ones are the ones that we've had since the beginning of the game, more times than not, so that you're not getting equal black hole drops to someone who's maybe doing a hard mode in a new area, or a newer flashpoint, which is always important so that we don't just end up rolling the old shit to get the gear for the new shit, which would suck balls. Definitely sets a really odd precedent as far as gearing goes.
I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to my talent, my crew skill issue.
Yep.
Okay, so it said that I had to buy scavenging, right, in my cartel button. Of course, everybody's giving me all sorts of crap on thing, going, no you don't, blah, 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 you're an idiot, well, you're fucked, blah, blah, blah. So then I clicked on my scavenging button, that one that was blank. Now, if I clicked on the cartel thing, it would say, you don't have enough cartel coins to purchase this. So I clicked on scavenging, the actual scavenging icon, and it opened up a little window, and people are probably laughing right now. It opens up a little window, and it says, you need to purchase this, confirm, or close window. And then you check on the box, right? And it still says that, but you check on all three boxes, and then it says confirm, and then you just hit enter, or you just hit confirm, and it unlocks it. So instead of
kind of buggy.
Instead of it doing it automatically like it should when all the other shit I checked was already open, they just failed to fucking do that one part where it just automatically opens it back up again. Anyways, so if anybody's curious as to why that didn't happen, or they already knew and are laughing at me, that's how you fix it.
Well, it happens. It's been a while since you've been able to log in, and going in, you're like, okay, well, you would think that that's something that's automatic.
Yeah, you would think.
But
so I'm gonna have to do that on all of my fucking characters now.
More fun for me, eh? Inevitably, what is it? The French and Germans have had to have their shit augmented for.
Yes, we're sorry. We understand that you can't read any of our game, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, we it's bad enough that we were spelling it wrong, but then the translation was wrong because you were using Escherbeck in your language, and we actually just put it in English for shits.
Just for giggles, yeah. I think I'm gonna make a character on the French and then just listen to their cutscenes.
Do you think that they're completely dubbed in French, or you think
I think it is.
We're in the U.S. it would translate?
I think it's dubbed in French or German. I'm going to go find out here as soon as
I should do that just to confuse the shit out of myself one night. Just get piss-ass drunk, log in on EU server.
I watched fucking Shrek in Spanish. Just completely Spanish. It was fucking hilarious. I'd watched Shrek enough times, I knew where he was at, but it was so fucking funny to watch Donkey in Spanish. It was hilarious as hell. You need to do that when you're drunk.
Oh, God.
Or in Kevin's case,
let's see.
Now it did it.
Athos, what?
It automatically did it on Lanyard.
Well, maybe it's because you did it on one account, one person, and fixed it on all of your accounts.
Maybe. Stupid, though.
Added new mission in Aethys, and a boss encounter on hard mode. So new mission there and a new boss. Always a plus.
Like
and remind you, these are 2.0. In Kedamimu, it said added a new mission and boss encounter on hard mode. Both doors will now open when players use scavenging mode to shortcut the hard mode.
Cool.
So that's interesting. Under Hammer Station, it says another new boss and mission have been put into the encounter. Always cool. Let's see, in the operations, that being Terror from Beyond, it says Hyride will now correctly be immune to damage during the lightning chain. Covert Observation and Brutal Invader will now drop items previously found in chests. So one less chest, more bodies to loot. In Scum and Villainy, it says players will no longer be able to are no longer able to drag Thrasher into the Sarlacc pit for an instant kill. So that's an interesting bug to take out.
Take away all the fucking fun on that.
Oh, yes, awesome. I wish I could have seen that.
I would have known about that one.
I'm just saying, that's an amazing operations bug.
Right.
You're taking one boss and feeding him to something else.
Well, that would happen in real life, wouldn't it?
Let's see. Health has been increased on Dash Road in all difficulty modes. The Summon Rail Turret buff will now correctly be removed when a cartel combat engineer's summoned rail turret is killed. So that's interesting. Pirate Stem Fiend's ability Invigoration Stem will now display an icon in the cast bar. Players who taunt a Pirate Stem Fiend should no longer receive a debuff with no tooltip text. So that's good. You know what the hell's on you.
Right. What the fuck is this? What is it killing me for? Yeah.
Well, you know, there are some fights that you really don't know why something's killing you, or you thought you lost a debuff, but it stays on even though you've already washed it off. So definitely a good thing that they're trying to take care of that. It says Oasis Infiltration greatly reduce the damage of the blue team Shockwave Strike and the 16-man story mode by about 33%. So it's questionable as to whether or not we want to call that a great discount, but definitely, you know, they got to make sure that story mode is palpable for people who just want to get in and actually see the story behind each particular run. Decrease the overall damage dealt by the accomplished arms trader. Increased the difficulty of the disturbed mercenaries encounter toward the end of the operation. One of the underworld arms traders in the Plateau Bazaar area has been removed. No exact reasoning why, but okay. Decrease the hit points for artillery and battle droids during the encounter with Olak the Shadow. Olak the Shadow console colors now effectively communicate what occurs when players click on different cost buttons.
Indeed.
What's up?
It's not in French.
It's not in French?
No.
I told you, you're in America. Maybe that's what it is. It translates it based on your region.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because none of the words are, and I figured the words would automatically be in American, but I was hoping at least the damn cutscenes would be. Well, that blows. I made a lanyard.
Oh, change your language preference.
Oh, I wonder if I can do that.
You should be able to change language preference in your settings, possibly. Well, he's figuring that out. We'll continue. Defeating the Thrasher will now despawn the encounter's turrets if they have not yet been destroyed. Titan 6 will no longer transform while using Rocket to the Moon. Let's see, under Items and Economy, General, it says all PvP sets have had their stats updated to correctly reflect their class. All Arcanian, Underworld, Verapin, and Black Market tank sets have had their stats modified. Let's see, don't really care about the bonuses. Under the vendors, it says the new Warzone and ranked vendors, Warzone vendor can be found In the combat section of the fleet, this vendor sells partisan and conqueror enhancements. The new classic commendation vendor has been placed in the new hangar hub area of the Dragoon and Zeus Shadow Fleet ships. The vendor will exchange unassembled Rakata, Kalumi, and campaign items for classic commendations. So if you've already run those, you've already got the gear, sell them for some comms, buy some shit that you actually want, or just want to get rid of them. Commendation vendors on Section X, Ilum, Black Hole, Belsavis have been adjusted to sell Dreadguard relics, campaign chest piece, and campaign chest pieces in addition to their previous items. So not only are you able to buy the old shit, but you're able to get some of the newer, better items as well. Definitely a time saver when you think of the Dreadguard relics and getting the campaign chess pieces. The support mission vendors have been changed to class commendation vendors. So this is kind of a good thing. It gives you a little bit different place to get your items. Plus support vendors just sounded really stupid. The crew skill trade vendor now contains common white rarity crafting items. New level 51 crafting items. So they're basically putting the new crafting items so that you can up your crafting abilities all the way to 55. Operation Training Dummy has been updated to level 55. Warzone Training Dummy has been updated to level 55.
Cool. I watched the level 55 Kadamimu on YouTube today. Yeah, it looks different. It definitely has some different battle mechanics. Yeah.
Well, that's what I think I'm going to do. Naga is on the test server, and they still have yet to allow me to get Rakat there. So what I'll probably do is jump on the Naga and just try to level her up to 55, see what the story looks like. I've already paid for my advance, so I should be allowed to see everything.
Yeah, so have I. Yeah.
I like to see if my $5 was really well invested or not. $5 to spend just about as much on a box of toilet paper. Anyway, achievements. It says Torchy gets to work, got your back, just doing business, and chip off the old block. Now update properly when completing their objectives. Exploring all of Taurus should now properly grant access. Explorer of Taurus. All members of a group should now correctly receive credits for kills. Players will now correctly receive achievements for killing Operations Chief in all difficulty modes of the Operation Scum and Villainy. They keep saying Scum and Villainy. There's a guild on our server called Scum and Villainy.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that they got the name before the operation came out, and the EULA's strict adherence to the idea of not using names that are in the game or in the lore.
Well, it's probably because they did have it before, and
right.
And Scum and Villainy is a saying in Star Wars, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be like calling a guild "I Am Your Father" and then them coming out with a mission called "I Am Your Father." That's too bad, You should have thought of it. You should have checked into it first.
Let's see. Players now have to defeat all the warlords to acquire the achievement "Defeat Tuchuk." Instead of just defeating Tuchuk, the name of the achievement to defeat the warlords has been changed from "Defeat Tuchuk" to "Defeat the Cartel Warlords." So they adjusted it so that in the encounter, you're actually encouraged to do it. So that's a major plus to the fact that they augment the fact to kill Tuchuk and to truly defeat him. It's kind of stupid. Like, well, you're going to kill all the warlords if you're going to kill Tuchuk. Well, if we're going to change the name of the achievement from to kill Tuchuk to defeat all the warlords, then why don't we just say you have to kill all the warlords to get that title, and we just got rid of the idea of the achievement of defeat Tuchuk.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. That will work. Anyway, all Hammer Station achievements now correctly refer to the flashpoint as Hammer Station. Kill achievements now grant progress from progress from previous ranks of the achievement instead of resetting the kill count to 0. The Voss Vortnicki, the Voss Slayer, motherfucker. I'm not even drunk enough pronouncing that right.
That thing.
Achievement will no longer appear after it has been completed. Okay, so that's good. Players will now be properly granted the achievement when defeating the following operations, encounters, ancient pylons and eternity vault, Terror from Beyond, Torn and Zorn, explosive conflict, and let's see what else we got here. Leonard, I hate to do this to you. No. I need you to read this. I gotta call a man about a horse.
What am I reading? I don't have anything pulled up to read.
Here we go. There's your link. And
I have no idea what you're looking at. Okay. Well, excuse me, guys. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, it's cool. I was down to missions and NPCs on that link.
Okay.
I was almost to the bottom. That's why I'm pissed off, because I'm shaking it with coffee overload.
Hold on, I'm getting it right now.
It's all right.
It's just that people are gonna have screens popping up all over the place now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks for you because you're the one who handled it.
So where were you at?
Down to missions and NPCs on Belsavis and Section X.
Gotcha.
Waiting for the screen to load.
I'm waiting for the screen to load. Go do your thing. I'll entertain the troops.
I'm always an asshole. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, let's see, people. Where were we? Imperial Sniper, Bounty Hunter, Scum and Villainy. I see. Okay, Vanguard, Vendors, Power Tank, Legacy, Achievements. Torchy gets to work. I already said that. Missions and NPCs. PvP and War Zones. Okay, sorry if I've already read this. He's already read this, but let's see. PvP and War Zones. Bolster will no longer incorrectly stack on players. Placing points into multiple skill trees no longer causes an increase bolster of stats. Players will now be separated into 3 brackets when queuing for non-ranked player PvP. Levels 10 through 29, levels 30 through 54, and levels 55. Players must be level 55 to participate in ranked Warzone play. For those people that actually do ranked Warzone play, you need to be level 55. Characters who have an empty armor slot will now have that slot properly bolstered when the bolstered effect is applied. Interesting. Non-enhanceable armor and weapons will now have their armor, weapon damage, tech power, and force power bolstered correctly. UI and general. Jesus, dude, that was all you had to do was UI and general? There's like 3 things.
Yeah, I know.
UI general. A new option has been added to operation, party, and player, and target frames to resize buffs and debuffs.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. The operation frames also now have the option to add spacing between party members to allow room for larger buffs and debuffs. So getting more and more like the X-Pearl add-on from WoW, which is great because I love X-Pearl.
Yeah, and it helps healers and tanks and party members that are intelligent keep track of all the shit that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, with all the buffs and crap going on, you need to know what to debuff. Oh, you know, as a healer, I was always having, you've got that ability to remove, a curse or whatever. And I could never tell who was cursed or who had the thing on there that I had to remove because the damn buffs were itty bitty. So
yeah.
So that's going to be helpful. Under Codex, the Codex entries for lucky and unlucky titles are now properly categorized in the Codex as titles. That's it. It says a possible fix for failed character copy SWTOR PTS. Ooh. Possible fix for failed character copy to SWTOR PTS, boss.
Oh, thank God.
You can get your data car in there now.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to get Rakat back.
And there's a new world boss spotted on Corellia in 2.0. What? What? BioWare needs your help. Yes, they need employees.
Shouldn't that be on the Awakening side? Like we're looking for workers.
They need more people. They need more people at the call center to take calls about. Anyway.
Oh, it's the test war zones. Whoops.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing that I'm pretty sure they gave up on.
I thought they did.
I remember hearing something about it.
Yeah, I thought they did, but apparently they're going to try it again at level 55. You need to be level 55 to do ranked war zones, it says.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again.
Let's see, it says...
Whoa. Have you seen this new boss?
No, not yet.
He's tight. Nobody's seeing it on the screen either, but he's cool.
Nobody's seeing it on the screen. Yeah, because you don't have the screen cap for that.
Nope.
That's cool. They might get to see it tonight. Who knows?
Hold on, I can do this, though.
Oh, there we go.
I can do this. Watch this.
Spot it. Let's see.
Pose.
Waiting for the picture. Waiting for the picture. What the herpes is that?
Isn't that cool? Here, I'll put it over my face, and then people will be able to see it.
Oh, that's Lucky.
That's Lucky?
Yeah, they've got his picture. It says Dread-Seated Ranger. It looks like a really pissed off version of Clayface.
Right.
And his name is Lucky. So something tells me that Lucky is the title you get for killing him, and somewhere else there's something equally as ugly named Unlucky.
Ah.
Or Unlucky is the title you get for not being able to take him down.
Maybe. Maybe, baby, that's alright. I'll just put it up. That's it. I can't do anything else with that. Okay. So that's Lucky.
I was feeling where that was going, and I was afraid you were going to go there. All right. Let's see. Let me take a look at this. It says possible fix for failed character copy to the SWTOR PTS. It says are you having troubles with doing a character copy to the PTS in SWTOR? You're not alone if you've been experiencing a bug with the process, but some SWTOR players have found a fix that seems to be working for everyone who tries. Take off all your companion's gear, put it in your cargo bay, then transfer your character quickly. A quick and easy transfer fix. It says some players are reporting that their ships reporting that the taking off the ship's parts may also work. If you why is your companion having clothes or your ship having parts make a difference?
The fuck knows, bro.
Oh my god, it's awesome. So, my wife, this is how hardcore we were in the SWTOR when we first got started. We were in a GameStop prior to release.
Yeah.
And we were looking for subcards, because that was the big thing. A lot of people said that coming out of the beta, if you didn't have a month's worth of time on your card, you had to have some subcards. Well, apparently, the GameStops in my area had sold out.
Okay.
Had been offering these little babies for a whopping price of $24.99.
What is
it?
And
we bought one.
What is it?
Why? I don't know.
What is it?
Nothing in it was useful.
What is it?
It's the Explorer's Guide. Let's see if I can get that in frame. There we go.
Ah.
It was a cool little book. It had all the maps for every area, the basic class introductions, the maps for every planet, so if you need to track down Holocron,
right,
waypoints, things of that nature. They did have a fair amount of concept art as well, which had me and the wife thinking at first that maybe they were going to skip the much elusive Cathar end.
Right.
After all, because there's this picture right here of a beautiful Cathar female's face.
Yep.
But apparently we're still.
Yeah, well, I just tweeted them again.
When we do get Cathar, it doesn't really matter because at that point it will be a paid option,
right,
to have Cathar like every other.
Or maybe it'll drop in one of those boxes.
Every other race.
Or maybe it'll drop in one of those boxes as a super rare.
That would be hilarious. I'm gonna try to fix my camera to get you back into the frame you need me in.
Go to your right.
All right. You do know I have a problem with my right and left.
Close enough.
Hey, does that work?
Close enough. For some reason.
Fuck it, they can see the eyebrows.
Yeah, they can see us. My Ubu screen screwed up and got smaller, and I can't make it bigger anymore, so we're a little off anyway. But
giggity. It's all right. They listen more than they watch, I think. But I will be working on live streaming tonight.
Cool.
Specifically of SWTOR. I'm thinking that some of this problem actually started, or some of the bigger problems actually started with my live streaming issues when I attached the second screen, and I had done some research and found out that having screens of two different sizes or two different makes can actually tax your system more, which I thought was hilarious because on one side I've got an HP, on the other side I've got their competitor Dell. This one's 23, this one's 22. They're both running at the exact same resolution.
Yeah, I know. Well, I have mine 32 and a 22, and they're both running at 1080, and that's not even supposed to run at 1080. It's supposed to be maximum 720. Supposed to be maximum 720. I run it at 720 and it looks like shit. So I run it at 1080. It looks great. So whatever. So
yeah. But nonetheless, I have been streaming every night or almost every night. The last 2 nights I actually took off, or 2 nights ago I took off because I was working on a project for my uncle. Passed away recently. Great loss to the family. Tore me down pretty bad personally. And actually kept me from doing much of anything. Although it did get me working with my my Adobe Premiere.
Oh, cool. Got to play a little bit of video production.
Yeah.
Good. Now you can run the show.
Well, I'm trying to learn. So far, I've got basics down. I don't have anything to do with titles, picture enhancements. That is thousands of hours of video watching down.
Just trial and error like I do.
I found page flip, and I figured out how to transition screens.
Woohoo! That's all you need. You cut and edit, and you're good to go.
Well, that's fun. We'll talk about that after the show. Because I had some interesting bugs, and I'd love to see if you've had anything like that before.
Oh, I've had them all.
But nonetheless, guys, if you want to see me do the live stream, tune in between, like tonight, it'll be a little earlier than usual. But any night, midnight to about 5 a.m. CST, fix it for yourself. If you're in GMT, EST, PST, MST, PTS, AYZ, whatever the fuck other time zones there are, I don't fucking know. I'm not a global traveler. I move throughout the U.S. That's it. I don't have a world clock on my phone. Don't have one on my computer.
You forgot MST.
Whatever. Mexican Standard Time,
no,
Mountain Standard Time. I don't know English.
And then there's Hawaiian time. And Alaska Aleutian time. That's still on the United States. And I think that even Bermuda would be considered, but
Hawaii, Guam, Puerto Rico, they do not count, for they are not attached. Alaska is the only caveat I will give. Okay. And that's only because they're still slightly attached.
Yeah, well, if you're watching in Hawaii, give us a shout-out.
Give us a shout-out so Dad can feel like a dick. Otherwise, keep him out shut.
There's a couple watching in Alaska, but I don't think we have any in Hawaii. Why would you want to be indoors? I mean, it's Hawaii, for fuck's sake. Go to the beach.
Man, there are gamers who don't want to leave their computers everywhere. I work with a chick whose boyfriend live streams, apparently LOL, and wanted to spend more time playing his video games than he did with her, and trust me, that's a stupid-ass move in his case.
It's a stupid-ass move, period.
But nonetheless, I'm going to call it for this week, guys. Tune into the Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv, #Datacar. Check us out on YouTube, on the SithTalk page, or if you want to check out Name in Progress as well, you can catch that on the SithTalk page and on the White Sword page. You have our Podomatic, our iTunes, all of our Twitters. For God's sake, hit us up somehow, some way. Let us know you're out there. Keep in touch. Let us know what's going on in your world. We do get a lot of posts on our Facebook site, and I want to thank our posters there because you guys are posing your own questions. Please feel free to treat our Facebook page as your own forum.
Yep.
If you've got questions, things you want to ask, go and do it, man. We do respond. Lanny and I check in frequently to see what kind of discussions are going when we are not just posting stuff. And with so many projects in the row for me, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. But luckily, I have an iPhone that has 2 or 3 apps on it that I can check in on my Google phone, and then I have my computers. I'm gonna get to you someday, Al. But hey, guys, until next week, this is Datacar saying, "See you in the pit."
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll see. We'll see you in the pit.
Thank you again for joining us here on SithTalk. Lanyard and Dadakar look forward to talking with you next week. Remember to follow us on Twitter at SithTalk, or stop by our Facebook page at facebook.com/SithTalk. And of course our Gmail is SithTalk@gmail.com. This music brought to you by freeplay.com. And remember, peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me.